Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Kermitplaysminecraft statue. I've done the 2D version, it's about time that I did the 3D version. Let's do this. So, the colours you're going to need to make him are black wool, dark grey, light grey, white, both greens, red wool, yellow wool, and a little bit of dark blue wool. So, once you've got your colours and you know where you want to make him, he doesn't take up that much space. You're going to want to start off with 8 black blocks in a row on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, once you've got your 8 black blocks in the row, you just want to stack 8 dark grey on top of them for the next row, like that. Then, you're going to want to do 4 rows of white. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I like to sometimes count them out before I actually do the rows, make sure that I get the right number. That'll be 3. That's 4. So, this is what we want to have so far. For the 5th row of white, what you want to do is you just want to stack a white on either end, like that, and 2 in the middle of the 5th row, so you kind of got like a weird top of the castle looking sort of thing. And then you want to do light grey in between the white, and that's where his knees are. So once you've done that, once you've got this, pause if you have to, make sure you've got it right. You want to do 5 rows of white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll just fill those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we have his legs in all of their majesty. Now, unfortunately for me, the legs are the easiest part to do and the torso is a little bit more complicated. So let me just zoom in on my plans. I am going to break this Xbox controller, I swear. Although technically it is already broken. Alright, so you've got your legs completely done. Then what you want to do is you just want to add another row of white on top. So just a row of white there, and we'll mark it out while we're here. So that row of white that you just done, you just want to extend it on either end by 4 with light green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the other side 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to mark out where the hands are, even though it is easy to do when you actually need to do them. I just like having it. I don't know why. But anyway, that's the point that we want to be up to. And we want to continue on with the next rows. So on either end of the white here, you just want to raise it up 3 with the white on either side. 1, 2, 3, like on the very ends. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then in the middle of the first row here, you just want to do completely light grey. And for the next row, the only bit that wants to be light grey is the very far right block here. Then the rest of the row can be filled in with white. And then you want to, which block is it? So from going right to left, you've already got this. So you just want to 1 white, 2 white, place a black, and then fill the rest of the row in with white. And this is what you want to have for the first 4 rows of the torso, because the torso starts at the bottom of the hands or the arms, if you like. And that's where we want to be. And you know what, I'll actually do it this way around. We're going to make the black here, it's a button. So you want to do this. Hard to explain, but you kind of just want to, in this fashion, you want to just do this. Hang on, that's wrong. There we go. I'm sorry that that took a little bit, but that's what you want to do. Hard to explain, but easy to do. And they're just buttons, closing his jacket. I'm losing words today, it's not good. But that's what you want to have there. Now let's do his little flower. So on the top right of this black here, you just want to do a red right next to it, then a yellow next to the red, a red next to the yellow, and then a red on top and beneath that yellow, just for his little flower on his lapel there. So this is where you want to be. Now what we want to do is we will actually we'll do it this way around. So we want to come back down here to the base of white here, and on the left side here you just want to do 1, 2, 3 going up with the light grey, and on the bottom one you just want to do 1 coming into the right, just like that. So you've made an L. Then what you want to do is, on top of the grey, you just want to do, like on top of this top grey here, you just want to do 5 white going up to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will actually mark out the top of the torso. So we just want to do the same thing on the other side, although it's not quite the same. So on top of the far right white here, you just want to do 2 grey going up, then you want to do a white on top so it connects with the flower, and then you want to proceed to do 4 white on top of this red here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should line up perfectly with the other side. That's right. And just to show you what we already have here, we've done most of the detailing actually. We just have to do like his collar or whatever you'd call it, and we're pretty much good to go. So pause that if you have to, make sure you've got all of that right. I know it was a bit dodgy with the middle bit because I made a mistake. I'm sorry, but you know, that's how things go. So continuing on, these 2 middle blocks here, you just want to do like a 2x2 square of white on top of them, just like that. And then you want to do the same thing again on top of the white square, just with a little lime green one, just like that. Now we're just going to do the collar. The collar, it runs from the white to the top of the green that you've just done, so just like that. And then you want to continue going out, and you just want to do this. You just want to do what you've basically done, except like 1 block higher on top of the grey. So that's what you want to have. Pause that if you have to. So now that we've just got these 2 holes here, you just want to fill them in completely with white. Just like this. And this is his torso. Pause that if you have to, make sure you've got it right. Let's move on. So his arms are actually different. So they're only different by 1 block, mind you, but they're different all the same. So his right arm, the simpler arm, is what we're going to start with. You want to, on top of your existing lime green, you just want to do 2 more rows of lime green, like that. Then you want to do 1 row of light grey, like that. Then you want to do 2 rows of white, 1, 2. Of course, these rows are only 4 along, marked out by the original 4 of the lime green for the hand. Now, there's a little detail to be added here. So on the 3rd row, if you're counting from the white, the 3rd row of white on top of here, you just want to do a light grey on the right end there, and then fill the rest of the row in with white. Then you can do the next row in white as well. Then, starting from the right, you want to do the most outer block white, then light grey, then white, then light grey, just like that. That's what that wants to look like. Then you want to, for the next row, starting from the right, 2 white coming in, 1 light grey, then 1 dark grey, and then on top of the dark grey, to make this easy, on top of the dark grey, another dark grey, 1 to the right, then 1 going up, just to get that sorted. And then from the top of the dark grey here, you just want to place a light grey right next to it, next to the top, and then just fill everything else in with white. I'm just going to show you what I've done there. Should be nice and easy to see. It's only like a, you know, what is it, a 12x4 area, so not too complicated. Pause that if you have to, make sure you've got it right. Let's move on to the other arm. So the other arm is extremely similar, except there's an extra block, just literally 1 extra light grey block. So we want to start at the bottom here, on top of the hand, and you want to just do your 2 rows of lime green, followed by your 1 row of light grey, like that. Then you want to do your 2 rows of white, just like you did on the other side. Then you want to start from the out and go in, and you just want to do 1 light grey, fill the rest of the row in with white, like that. Then, as you remember, on the other side we did another row of white. Well, that's not the case with this one. You want to do 3 white coming in, then 1 light grey, there. Then you want to, for the next row, it's actually getting dark, so I'm going to sleep, and then I will be back. Alright, so we got to the top of the arm here. This is where we're at. It's only been like 3 seconds for you, but still. What we want to do, out, coming in, you want to do your... Let me slightly confuse myself. No, I know where we are. You want to do 1 white, 1 light grey, 1 white, 1 light grey. the next row, 2 white coming in, 1 light grey, 1 dark grey. On top of the dark grey, to make it easy, another dark grey, 1 coming left, 1 going up, and then left of that top dark grey, a light grey, and then fill everything else in with white, and there is the arm in all of its glory. Pause that if you have to. This is the whole torso, this is what it should look like. I told you it would be a little more detailed than the legs. So, you know, just to give you a whole overview. If you want to make sure yours looks exactly like that, you know, pause it if you have to. Let's move on to the back. Right, now that we have all of the front made, we can move on to the back. So, it's time to make it 3D. If you've never made one of my statues before, this is what we're going to do. We're going to extend the feet back 3 blocks. So, you want to take out the black, since the bottom colour is black here. 1, 2, 3. Do that on the other side as well, at the bottom edge of his feet. 1, 2, 3. And then connect them together at the back. Just like that. Now the reason that you come back 3 is because skins are typically 4 blocks wide. So we're just going to make the entire back here, then we're going to make the sides, and we're going to put the head on, and then we're going to have a pizza party. So you've got your first row here, and what you want to do is, I'm just getting my plans out, what you want to do is you just want to stack another 8 black blocks on top of the existing black blocks that you have here. Then you want to do a row of 8 dark grey. Then you want to do 3 rows of white. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then you want to do 2 rows of light grey. 1, 2. And this is what you want to have so far. 2 black, 1 dark grey, 3 white, 2 light grey. The back of the legs are actually a little more interesting than the front of the legs, thinking about it. So this is where you want to be at. Now, on top of the light grey, you just want to do 3 rows of white. So, 1, 2, 3. Then, for the final row of the legs, this will be row number 12. You just want to, on the 12th row, on either end, just do a light grey either side. Then, just do white in between, and that will work out nicely. So that's the whole back of the legs done, just like that. Now, for the first row of the torso, you just want to do 1 entire row of white, like that. Then, for the next row, you want to do white on either end, just like you did with the light grey, and then you want to fill the middle section in with light grey, just like that. Now, I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to put all of the light grey in first and then just fill it in with white. I'm not sure how this will work out, but I hope it works out well. So we'll do it this way. So starting from the left to the right on the next row, you just want to do 3 white in a row. 1, 2, 3. 1 light grey, and then the rest white. Like that. Then you want to... like right diagonal from that light grey there, you just want to do a light grey, and you want to do an upright diagonal with the light grey as well, just like that. Then what you want to do is you want to do a light grey on top of that pre-existing light grey there. Then you just want to come right to with light grey. You want to do 1 on top, and you want to do 2 underneath, so you've got that sort of weird shape there. I know it's kind of hard to see with the front, but you know, hopefully you should be able to figure it all nice and easily. Then, what you want to do is, you want to come to this line here, like this top light grey here, and you just want to come left 2, and then on top of those 2 you just want to do light grey, just like that. Then, you want to return to the original line here, and you just want to come left 1, 2, 3 with the light grey, and on top and underneath of those last 2 grey, you just want to do light grey to make a rectangle shape, and this is where we want to be. Hopefully you can see that easy enough. It's a weird pattern on the back. It's not really, I don't know what it's supposed to be, just like creases in his jacket. I don't know. So once you're here, you know, pause if you have to, make sure you've got it right. You want to come to this middle raise 2 here on top of the left one. Just do a light grey. Then you want to do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. Then you want to do an upright diagonal from there, and you want to go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now, on top of, well, just to show you what you've got, pause that if you have to. Now, on top of these 4 light grey here, going from left to right, on top of the left one, you want to do blue, black, blue, black. I don't know what this is actually. It's on the skin, but I've got no idea what the blue's supposed to be. Then, to the right of the black and to the left of the blue, you just want to do light grey, and this is the entire pattern for the back. Excuse us. I'll try and cut that out if I remember, sorry if I don't. On top of that, I need some water. I'm going to go get some after the back's filled in. So it might be hard to see here. Pause that if you have to, make sure you've got it right, but I'm going to fill it in with white so you'll be able to see it easier. I'm going to do that and I'll be back in a sec just to cut out time. Alright, and there is your entire view of the back right there. Hopefully you managed to follow along easy. If not, that should hopefully make it easier for you to do. Like, if you got to the point where I was at, then all you had to do was fill everything in with white across the back before I just cut it out. Now, you know, pause that if you have to, make sure, all that. Now, the arms. The arms, what you actually do is, I'm going to leave you with them because you just copy what you have here on the front onto the back. In the exact same positions, the exact same colours, the back wants to look exactly like the front does. If you don't understand what I mean, you will in about 3 seconds. I'm going to cut out and do them. Right, there you have them. They're the back of the arms. Do they look familiar? They should, because they're exactly what they are on the front, including the right one is different to the left, as you may remember. Exact same. Hopefully you didn't trip up anywhere. I didn't even look at my plans. Just look forward, copy them, and you will be good to go. Trust me, I'm a professional. So, now that we've got the whole back done, I'll zoom out just so you can have a bit of a look. Pause it if you have to, make sure everything's right. Now that you've got the entire back done, we get to move on to the side. So, the side is very simple. So you come to here, we're starting on the left side, arguably the right, but you know, as you're looking at him, this left bit here, but it is technically his right side. This left bit here, you should just have the 1 row of black already. On top of the left black block here, you just want to place a black. On top of the right, dark grey. Next row, dark grey on top of the black. And then for the entire... No, we'll do it like this first. Then on top of the left row here, on top of the dark grey that's raised, you want to do 2 white going up. Then you want to do for the rest of the leg just light grey. Right up to the top here, just where his hand starts. And on the top block you just want to do 1 light grey to the right, like that. Then you want to fill the rest of the right pillar in with white, and that will look exactly like that. Pause that if you have to, make sure that you've got that right. It's getting dark, so I'm going to sleep and I will be back momentarily. Alright, so they're the side of the legs that I've just done here. Honestly, you should be able to do them just by looking at them. It's only like 2 blocks that you have to worry about. So, now that you've done those, we can move on to the hands. So, hands, very simple. First row, fill the underpart in with green, just like that. That's the first row there. Then, what you want to do is you want to do the next 3 rows with green, so 1, 2, 3. It actually intrudes upon the light grey here, so that's the first 4 rows of the arms. Then, you want to do 2 light grey on top of the green here. Then, you want to do 2 rows of white, 1, 2. Then, on top of the left block here, you want to do 3 light grey going up, and to the right of it you just want to do 3 white. Then, on top, you just want to do 2 light grey going up, and to the left of it, 2 white, and this is the arm in its entirety. Again, you're only focusing on the 2 blocks, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And then, for the top of the shoulder, you just want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even go as far as the first block of the torso, just fill it all in with white and you are good to go. And for the other side, it is the exact same thing. It's very similar to what I told you to do with the arms, except I'm going to be doing it along anyway. Just have a look through to the other side. Just see what you've done on the other side. Black there. I'm not looking at my plans. I'm just having a bit of a look through to see what I've done. And you will be fine if you do the exact same thing. So now that's the legs done. Fill the bottom of the hands in. Just look over. There you go. Light grey there. White there. Light grey to there. Light grey on the other side. White in between. Like that. White on the top of the shoulders as far as the torso, although you don't really have to. And you are good to go, and that is the entire side of a Mr. Kermit Plays Minecraft done. So I'm just going to turn off the UI, pan around it a little bit as I like to do sometimes, and just show you what you should have in its entirety so far. So we have the front there, of course. Have the left side, technically right side. The entire back done, and we skip that a little bit. Got the entire right side done, technically left side, and there we go. That's the point that we're at. Now it's time to put the head on. So, head's really simple. Let me get this out. So, what you want to do with the head, you want to come to the top of the torso and you want to mark out the 8 blocks that make up the torso, aka the ones that aren't the arms. So right here, those 8 blocks, the original 8 that you started working with, and you want to mark those out, and then you want to bring them forward towards you by 2 rows, because Minecraft heads overhang either side of the body 2 rows. Why? I don't know, they do. And that, coincidentally, that second row there is the first row of which we'll be working, so we've only got 7 more to knock out. So, that being the first row there, the second row, what you want to do is, on either side, you want to do two light green coming in, like that. Then, left to right, right to left, it doesn't matter, you want to do dark green either side, and the 2 middle blocks want to be red. And this is the part where we exchange our dark blue for magenta. So get rid of your dark blue, get magenta instead. This is what you want to have. Now on top of those 4 middle blocks here, you just want to do magenta, like that. So you've got your 4 middle blocks and you've got your third row, you've got the magenta on there. Now what you want to do is, on either side of the magenta you just want to do dark green like that. And then the end blocks just want to be lime green, and you should be fine. And then for the 4th row, you want to do a similar thing. It wants to be lime green on either of the end blocks and dark green in between everything else. So an entire 6 dark green blocks in the middle, just like that. Then what you want to do is, on top of that, you want to do 3 rows of lime green. 1, 2, 3. Fill those in. So 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. Now there's only 1 more row to do for the top. So on the top, you want to, on either end, you just want to place a black because that's going to be his pupil, and in between that you just want to do lime green wool. I know it looks nice, a little weird, I don't like that. You just want to do lime green in between the black. Now we're going to outline his head here. So you know, I'll just come back here. Pause that if you have to. We'll put the eyes and stuff in a little sec. Alright, now that we've got the front of the face done, we can move on to doing the dimensions of his head. So what you want to do is, you want to come to the back here, and you want to extend this green. You want to bring it right to the top of the back, so that, I don't know, what's that, 3 rows, something like that. It just wants to be even in line with the top of his back, just like that, with the lime green, like I said. Now, again, the back of the head, it'll overhang 2 blocks, so what you want to do is you want to take out the dark green, and you just want to do an entire row of dark green coming towards you. Then, you want to, with the dark green, you don't want to do an entire row, but on either end, you just want 2 dark green. and the rest of it just wants to be lime green like this. Then we can start working up the back of his head. So imagine this is the first row, just like the top of the head. You just want to do one dark green on the end. I don't know why the corners of his head, they just have these. Don't know why. And then you just want to fill in the next row entirely with lime green, just like that. Then you can proceed to do 4 rows of lime green. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Then what you want to do is, on either end of the next 2 rows, so just go up 2 with the dark green, you want to do pretty much what you did on the bottom, except you know, mirror it because it's the top. So you just want to do the green, the dark green for the corners, and the lime green in between, and it wants to look like that. Pause it if you have to. That's the back of the head. So for the top of the head, you'll notice on the side it's kind of the same thing. So for the top of the head, you just want to do the dark green coming towards the front of his face, just 1 block, and then you can fill the rest in with lime green. Like this. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fill all 3 of these quadrants in with lime green, so I'm going to be back after I've done that because it will take a little bit. Alrighty then, so I filled the sides of the head in with lime green. His head is now essentially just a giant green cube, as his head is. Now all we have to do is the whites of his eyes. Now these are very simple. Just come to the front here, and you just want to, around all of the available faces of the black that you can, just do white, like this. So, just all along the outside. So you want to have that, and you just want to do it behind as well, so it wants to be 2 blocks thick. So, here, here, and here. So from the side view, that's what it looks like. Top, and the front view, there are Kermitplaysminecraft's eyes. There you have them. So, we are finito. Taken off the UI. Hopefully you should be able to follow that and make your very own Kermitplaysminecraft. Let me just pan around him a little bit. He's not entirely a difficult one to make. He's you know, pretty standard. Easy as Husky, I would say. But he makes a nice addition. I like his skin. I don't know, maybe I just like Kermit the Frog. Maybe that's my problem. Again, still don't know what those dark blue things are on his back. No clue. No idea. I mean, his suit and stuff, it's not massively detailed, but it's detailed enough not to be plain. And of course, he's a frog. There's... what isn't there to like? Exactly. Exactly. So, there you have him. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you should check out some of my other stuff. I've made plenty of pixel art, YouTubers, houses, tomahawks, tanks, the list goes on. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube partner, hit up the link in the description.